touch your stuff.
Alyssa, yours is way too
So,
hot.
they need to be seasoned.
Yep.
You're still 2 aisles.
That's a lot of pepper there, Emerson.
Or pull your pan up.
Just a little.
Oh, am I supposed to? What's that white?
And then if your pan's getting hot, we're gonna put a little bit of clarified butter in there. Just enough to sear those shrimp. A little bit of clarified butter in there.
I'm still waiting on the pepper.
Sorry, dear.
If that butter comes out melted, you know, we usually let it sit underneath the heat lamp in there, so it'll at least be soft, and you can just pour it in. If it's a little bit firm, that's okay too. You just put a little bit in there. Just know that it's gonna run once it melts. So you might want just a little bit more. Alright, so you're spread it out, and then you want to get your shrimp in there again, Russian style. So 2 forks. But you want to get them in before that butter burns up, or turn your heat down a little bit.
Scrape it off.
So, Emerson, you want to get your shrimp in there. As soon as you start putting the shrimp in there, it'll start cooling down.
This is where organization is key, guys, because now we're already smoking in our pans.
Keep the pan right on the burner, and then
Don't wash them.
all we're really trying to do here is sear the shrimp on both sides.
Use a fork. I mean, spoon or fork.
You won't want to necessarily be shaking it, because if that oil catches the flame, you're going to have a
Fire.
Yeah.
Emerson.
And I'm really close to you right now. And I love my hands.
You don't want to shake
Do
them.
whatever it is.
Huh?
You said something else, you can't give it.
I had forgotten how to do that. Like, I was really good at it until we passed
Well,
it.
if you have to adjust your flame, you adjust your flame. Usually this is going to be, most of the time, an appetizer course. Faster you can get them their appetizer, the better.
People have to have them as often as
So what I would do is, once that shrimp is seared then and good, probably cooked about halfway, take it out of the pan, put it onto your plate, right on your station, and cover it with another plate to hold that heat in. So right on top. Yeah. People get funny when you take food out of their sight. They don't know what you're doing with it. So I would just, have the plate there, put it right back on. Then immediately you got to go in that pan. You probably need just a touch more fat, and then you want to start sautéing those shallots real quick without putting any color on them. Those shrimp can come out Russian style.
Huh?
Russian style.
Compete will help I try Russian.
You're on video.
So,
I know.
without putting any color on them.
nervous for you.
I'm gonna burn it. Thank you. And then do I need a different?
Nope. Now before your pan burns, you want to go in there with shallots and get them sauteed.
Yeah, but do I use the same? No. That's what I was getting at.
Clean line.
For cooking, you can use the same one. For the shallots, no.
So you were good. Thank
Yep,
you.
I got you.
All right, so
And
shallots are sweated,
Yep.
then you're going to take your anisette. So you're going to pull the pan off the heat, tilt it a little bit. Pull it off the heat. Get away from the heat.
Okay.
Tilt it down a little bit. Pour the anisette down towards the bottom. Just pour it all in there and right back up onto the flame. Nope, you want the tip.
Huh?
Tip.
Oh, sure. Okay. That should be ready to go then, correct?
How you just burn yourself doing that?
You thought if you didn't pour out. You didn't powder, okay.
Then you're going to go in with the white wine. So keep it cooking. You're making a quick pan sauce here. So while it's going, sometimes I'll pull it off of the wine too, because sometimes it can be a little bit overpowered. So reduce that wine down. Once that wine is reduced, did you use the whole thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you're going to go with white wine. Before those shallots burn, turn it up a little bit. Simmering and reducing. While that's simmering and reducing, you can take that lemon, just give it a little squeeze in there, and then drop the lemon right into the sauce.
Emerson, your flame's not even on.
Really?
Did you die?
So just squeeze it and drop the rest right in there.
There should be extra.
You're not clicking in, Emerson.
Yeah, no, this came out.
Oh.
Must have bumped something.
What is this?
There we go.
Probably why your shallots are not cooking.
Why they're not cooking? No, they were cooking because the pan was.
You gotta be careful pressing down on the pan like that. You can do it like this too.
Take a fool or something when you're up there by your lunch. Oh no, she'll be good with you. She'll make everything today. She got
So
many
once
videos.
that wine is almost reduced out, then you're going to go in with a little bit of heavy cream.
How far are you reducing it down?
Almost dry.
Almost dry.
Oh,
Flame on.
Get ready to go with the wine then. The one thing you want to try to avoid is all those brown, black, burnt bits of shallot. It's going to be nice and bitter in there.
then do you want your lemon now, Emerson?
What?
Lemon. Lemon squeeze when you put it.
So
Yeah,
about that
squeeze it.
level on this one?
Your lemon, squeeze it, and then just throw the whole thing out.
Chef, how's that?
About that level of reduction.
The cream?
Yep. A little more. So you're really making like 2 orders worth. So
Okay.
just probably a splash more. It's going to reduce pretty quick.
Okay.
Pretty big split.
So you'll just reduce that cream a little bit. Once that starts to reduce a little bit, that's the point where I would add the shrimp back in. So you're going to bring them from like medium rare to done. The cream will finish reducing, and then I would finish the sauce with some whole butter and fresh chopped dill or fennel, and taste it and adjust the salt and pepper. And at that point, your back waiter's bringing the plate out of the kitchen with whatever you're serving with it, whether it's rice or a salad or something like
Okay.
that.
So it's just like this part of it, and then the second part of it comes from the kitchen.
The plate will come out of the kitchen,
Don't do that.
and then whoever cooked it will plate it right
Okay.
at
Megan, why don't you bring the plate up with it? Help
Huh?
yourself. Pick the plate up.
So you grab that handle in case it's hot.
with me. Bad habit, don't do that.
So shrimp is in there. I'd be ready to add the butter and the herbs and check the seasoning, because that shrimp won't take long to finish.
It is so weird with this right now.
can't post this on YouTube, right? Struggle is real. I'm trying to pick things up.
A little bit more butter.
More butter?
Yeah, we're in French this week, so.
Butter.
Butter.
Like butter.
What's
At
butter?
this point,
Butter
could I
makes
have
the
it
world go
hotter?
round.
Yeah, it needs to be simmering and reducing. So, taste it. So you can adjust the salt and pepper. You're just going to finish it with the herbs.
I know, I used to make it all the time. Oh, I'm gonna taste it discreetly. You're so good at that. It's pretty good.
Emerson, can you grab another tasting?
If you do it upside down, it works a little bit
Only
better.
works down here.
Oh, like that.
With these are flat.
Okay, there, like you can adjust your hand.
So at that point, I would turn it off, so you're not reducing it or cooking it anymore. You know, and you're just adjusting the flavor.
Okay.
And then finish it with your fresh herbs. I wouldn't be shy looking into that.
Can I make Chef Mike try it?
Mike loves to.
You know, I would use the fennel, the inside of the prawns chopped up fennel.
We actually saved a bunch for that.
Yeah,
Yeah, we saved a bunch for that.
that's what I would. Especially with syrup on top of that.
333. Oh, 333. So then at this point, I take my